Hi everyone, and welcome to Digital Recharge. I'm here with Mike Yako. Mike, thanks for joining us. He is the Director of Business Development here at Power Digital. Definitely responsible for a lot of the success we've seen. And yeah, excited to have you here today. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me. Excited to chat a little bit.
Right on, man. Cool. So the reason we wanted to bring you in here is obviously kind of talk about sales funnels, pre-qualifying leads, things like that. So Mike, what's made you so successful at Power Digital with pre-qualifying leads and kind of closing the sale from like A to Z?
Definitely, great question. And one of it is the resources we have. So the team and the strategies we're able to put together is key. When you're putting together a strategy for a client, you want to make sure you have the team in place and you actually can execute on what you're promising first and foremost. Another thing is our process. So similar to like practice what you preach, we're not just going straight for the sale. We're trying to show some value up front. So understanding the client's business, first of all, on an initial call, and then putting together a full strategy for them before we even put a dollar to that strategy. So really just getting their buy-in so that they understand the strategy is really sets us up for success as an agency, and also just the client's understanding of the strategy as a whole.
Right. And I believe they call that consultative sales, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. So it's not just we get all the time. Send me a proposal, and it's like we don't work like that. I want to build some rapport with the client, understand their business, and be a consultant up front, and then which transitions into a long-term partnership and bringing them on board with us. Absolutely,
yeah. And coming from experience working with Mike on a couple deals here and there, kind of being a part of the sales process, I definitely can say, coming from an old life where it was dialing for dollars, sign now, you don't really kind of have that consultative approach. I feel like this is definitely far and away the best way to go about it.
For sure, and what you were just talking about with you helping on some of the sales processes, when they want to run, let's say, a paid search campaign, we don't want to just say, hey, we can do it and get you a return. We want to look at their AdWords account,
right,
and dissect what they're doing well and what they're not, show the opportunities for improvement, and that's kind of that consultative approach that you help with, that the team help with, and that sets us up for success bringing new clients on board.
Absolutely. Cool. So I guess like the next question I have for you is how do you pre-qualify a lead? I guess like how do you build your pipeline? What's your go-to?
Yeah, definitely. So staying very hyper-focused on certain industries is definitely key. So I don't want to just be aimlessly calling different businesses if I'm dialing for dollars.
Yep.
And really just stay hyper-focused. Once you get engagement, it's kind of like an interview if you're looking for a new job. Like you want to go in vetting them just as much as they're vetting you to make sure it's a good fit for both parties, which is really set the agency up for success and why we're here at our over 5 years in business, because we're not in that turn and burn type of mentality agency. We want that long-term partnership, that retention piece, and the way to do that is to kind of show that value up front and continue that on throughout.
Absolutely, that's awesome. And final question, for somebody who's just building out their business, or maybe just getting started in maybe a sales role, what would be your go-to advice, your number one piece of advice for that person?
Definitely show value.
Yeah.
So don't just ask for a signature and for their business, show some value up front. Nobody likes to be sold to. They want to feel that they made the decision on their own, and that consultative approach that you talked about. So value up front is the number one key, and our assessment process that we go through is the value that we give. So whether we get to work with that client or not, whether it's a fit for both parties, either way, when they walk away from that second step in that assessment process, they were given a great resource and a lot of value. So just make sure that you know what you're talking about, you're showing value, and that the client sees that as well.
Absolutely, that's awesome, golden right there. And Mike, thanks again for dropping by, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate everything you do here. We wouldn't be the company we are today without this man. So
right back. It's been a pleasure.
Right on. Okay, cool. Well, if you do have any other questions for myself or Mike Yako, please email us. We're at contact@powerdigitalmarketing.com. Thanks, guys.